What's up, guys? Iceman here. Welcome to the Trisk Iceman YouTube channel. Like this video, subscribe to the page, and stomp on that bell so you're notified next time I post a video, and blessings to my patrons. Links in the description below. So recently, after all this Godzilla news, I just wanted to cry. Alright, I've been making Godzilla videos for a long time. You guys look at the backlog of this channel. Yeah, it started with Jurassic Park. But then somewhere in maybe 2017, I think, started making those monster profiles. The kaiju profiles, the titan profiles. And the channel really took off. Wow. But seeing where things are heading now, we have Shin Godzilla 2. It's almost certain. We have Godzilla -2. Alright. We have Godzilla Supernova. All coming up over the next few years. I'm telling you guys, this is the best time ever to be a Godzilla fan. Godzilla fans are cooking right now. We can watch all the movies, right? Because we're like the spearhead of, in terms of the timeline of being able to watch Godzilla movies, timelines that currently exist, right? Like, we have a slew of all the films. There's never been this many Godzilla movies to watch, as far as we understand our history. Alright? There's never been so many Godzilla figures. One of my favorites right here, this NACA burning Godzilla. Just what a hog of a figure. And then we even have the Shin Godzilla that I showed off in my last video, who honestly I think is ugly as hell. Just not a fan of the look. To put it bluntly, I think it looks like shit. Alright? Let me know in the comments. What do you guys think about Shin Godzilla? I mean, do you really like the look of them? Like, I like the Monsterverse Godzilla. Is it just me? But it made me almost want to cry. We have so many things Godzilla coming up. And you guys remember some years ago where they even had the anime, the Godzilla Monster Planet, and they had Earth Godzilla? You remember that? Or Godzilla Earth, I think is what it was called. And it was like the biggest Godzilla ever. Alright? Like, they thought it was a freaking mountain. It was covered in all sorts of dirt and shit. And he ended up emerging from that, and that was just like his head. They thought it was a mountain, right? Like, the guy, what's humongous? Wow. What are we gonna see in Godzilla Supernova? Are we gonna see Rodan again? Speculation has it that we will. We're gonna see Rodan and Mothra, and we're gonna see, of course, Space Godzilla. They better get it right. Give us a good model of Space Godzilla, the massive dorsal spikes protruding from his back. You know what I'm saying? Use the parallel universe theory that I mentioned in my previous videos. Like I said, I only want $1 million. And you guys know today that's not a lot of money with all the inflation. 40% of the money supply was added in 2020, okay? In terms of the US dollar, like $1 million isn't really that much. And that's all I really want for it. Give me $1 million. for my idea, and Monsterverse Legendary can implement it into this film. I know they could still slip it in there. Maybe they already have. Give me a hell yeah in the comments below if you guys want to see parallel universe theory implemented into Godzilla Supernova. Condolences of the Iceman. All right, because, you know, Godzilla's a protector of the Earth. Space Godzilla in this film could be a different iteration of Godzilla in a different timeline or a different universe far, far away, or a different galaxy far, far away. You know what I'm saying? A replication of this world with subtle variations, subtle differences. So it is Godzilla there, and he is a protector of the Earth there, but he's different a little bit. He has the dorsal plates, he has this and that, he can fly. Some would even argue he's more powerful than the Godzilla that we know. This would set up for the perfect movie, man. Like, they already talked about Hollow Earth. That's another, like, conspiracy thing. They talk about that in Skull Island, you know? And, of course, Hollow Earth is in Godzilla X Kong in the next one. All right? So I think Parallel Universe series is the next step. And that's where freaking Space Godzilla comes from. And it's so fitting because, yeah, he's going to want to destroy Godzilla here. Well, he's not going to have allegiance with here anyway. Hell, maybe his Earth went to shit. Space Godzilla, his planet, went down to the dumps, so he's coming here to claim this one. And make the environment appease his nature. You know, kind of like the Man of Steel thing. Remember they had those machines that came down, they started trying to change the Earth's atmosphere or something? Yeah, it was awesome. Something like that. He's kind of what I'm going for here. So give me a hell yeah in the comments below if you guys want to see that implemented into Godzilla Supernova. And send this video to Legendary and the Monsterverse folks. Alright. We're going to get this shit implemented. Just $1 million. I could afford that. You know how much they spend on actors these days? I'm not even asking to be in the damn film. But hell, I guess they could put me in there if they want. I'll be some side character or whatever. You know, I'll be like the David Kep in the Lost World Jurassic Park, where he just has a little scene at the end where he gets eaten by the T-Rex, but he's the guy who wrote the whole frickin' screenplay or whatever. It'll be kind of like that. Like, I could just get stomped on by Godzilla. Actually, I'd rather survive. I think I would have that stipulation in the contract. I'm going to survive, and I'm not going to get very hurt, so I can be in the next film, maybe. But most importantly, I want this freaking plot implication to go into the film, all right? I think it'd be good. But what do you guys think? Is this really the best time ever to be a Godzilla fan? I remember when I was a little duck-billed platypus, about 6, 7 years old at the time. I'd go over to a friend's house, right? He lived down the block. He was like 6 houses down. So boom, boom, boom. I just walk over to his house. And this kid, he was 2 years older than me. And he introduced me to Godzilla. He had the figures. I mean, he didn't have this one, obviously. But he had the old figures. They were probably by Bandai or something. It wasn't this one either, but you know, they were more like these ones. They had less articulation. Maybe they were by Bandai. I can't remember. Maybe they were just a Toho. But he had Ghidorah, he had Mothra, he had Rodan, he had all the freaking, he had a lot of them. He had Mecha King Ghidorah. I was like, no way, this is like King Ghidorah, only it has these mecha abilities. It's got to be more powerful or something. It looked more menacing. But back then, I became a fan, and they had just those old school films, remember? And then not too long after that, they came out with the Godzilla 98, the Americanized Godzilla. So I went to go see that. And at that point, I was like early teenager. All right. I don't know how old I was. It's like 12 years old. Yeah, I think I was 12 years old. So I went to the theaters and I saw that. And of course, that was a bit underwhelming. I mean, he was like a big, useless lizard. And he wasn't even that big. Remember they chased around with helicopters and you have to run for the missiles? Ran away, dove into the ocean, this and that. So unfortunately, that was kind of a damper on the Godzilla community, man. Were any of you guys around back then? Or have you researched what it was like to live back then? I'm telling you right now, that sucked for Godzilla fans. We were like, because we didn't really know so much that, at least I didn't, that, oh, the rights of Godzilla are owned by Japan, they're just renting it out, and the American company can give it a quick little shot and see what they can do with it, but we never know, it's going to go back to Toho because it's theirs anyway, and they can make whatever they want in the future, so maybe there's still hope for Godzilla, or maybe they'll rent it out to a different American company, like what they did with Legendary, and they're doing pretty good, right? So, we didn't really know that stuff when we were just kids, man. I was like, oh, this is just the future of Godzilla. Although I think I might have actually known that, because I do remember reading the articles, the American version of Godzilla. So I was kind of like, oh yeah, that's maybe must be why it sucks. But I didn't comprehend it all that deeply. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, it kind of sucked to be a Godzilla fan back then. We had all the old school films, the guys dressed in the suits, but then we had that one. But of course there was like Godzilla Final Wars and stuff, and that was pretty damn good, wasn't it? Didn't that come out shortly after, or was that shortly before? Can you guys let me know in the comments? But it started getting pretty good. But it seems like there was a break until 2014, where Godzilla sort of reemerged to the mass public, you know? And I don't know, it just feels like we's cooking right now, man. We's really cooking. And which one are you looking forward to the most? Shin Godzilla 2? Godzilla -2? Or the MonsterVerse iteration, Godzilla X Kong Supernova? I think I'm looking forward to Supernova the most, and then -2 right after that. Then Shin last. I think Shin's ugly as hell. So, but anyway, let me know in the comments, you guys looking forward to. Is this the best time to be a Godzilla fan? And then other than today, other than now, when otherwise do you think it was the best time to be a Godzilla fan? I really liked 2019 when they were announcing, when it came to the theaters, not when they were announcing, but when it came to the theaters, Godzilla King of the Monsters. I think it's my favorite MonsterVerse Godzilla so far. It's kind of like a classic Godzilla. But I think that's mine. But let me know, what's your favorite Godzilla so far out of all of them? And also, what's your favorite MonsterVerse Godzilla film? Let me know in the comments. I'm curious what you guys have to say about that, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Peace be with you.